it's Lisa.
And Andy.
Your
The
Las Vegas home
Home
specialist
Specialist team.
No, that wasn't.
Let's try that again.
Let's just say your Las Vegas home specialist team together and see if it works, because sometimes the audio's screwed up. So 1, 2, 3. Your Las Vegas.
Oh, say it now?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to start and say I'm Lisa again.
No, let's just practice the thing we're saying together. See if we can make it work. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Your
Las Vegas home specialist team.
I'm going to have to follow you. You talk slower. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Your Las Vegas home specialist team. No, you know what? We can't do it together. The audio doesn't work. So let's just have one of us do it. Okay.
You can say it. I don't care. Whoever.
Oh,
well, if I talk second, it makes more sense for me to say it.
Yes, that's what I was just saying. Okay. Hi, it's Lisa.
And Andy, your Las Vegas home specialist team.
That's right. So Andy recently had something pretty interesting and kind of creepy happen with one of the listings that we have. Andy, you want to kind of fill us in on what happened?
Sure. So I have a current listing up in Centennial Hills. If anybody's interested, it's a one-story house. And it has 3 bedrooms. Yeah, it's way up north in Centennial Hills, and it's listed at $345,000. So I had a couple of calls from agents, like maybe 3 or 4 days after I listed it, and they were asking me if the property was also for rent because they thought they saw something, or their clients actually thought they saw something on Facebook about that same property being for rent. And I told them no. And I was like, oh, that's weird.
So it wasn't listed for rent in the multiple listing service where it's listed for sale?
Only listed for sale, not listed for rent. Clients aren't interested in renting it at all.
Yeah.
Then I had a call from a woman, a nice young woman who actually was looking for a rental and was told from someone that it was for rent through Facebook Marketplace. So I had actually never been on Facebook Marketplace before.
Mm-mm.
So I went on Facebook Marketplace and with our broker, Scott Beaudry, and we actually did find the listing for it. It has since disappeared, and it doesn't seem like it's come back. What was going on with some lady who I believe lives in Georgia somewhere, because that was the contact that the lady who called me had, was a Georgia person.
Mm-hmm.
And she was trying to rent it. She was trying to get them to send her money, basically.
Wow. I wonder how the lady who called you found you. Maybe she just Googled the address.
She found the property on Zillow and saw me listed as the listing agent.
Oh, good.
So she was smart. She was being proactive.
Yeah.
And she was like, I wasn't going to send anybody money without knowing what I was doing. She was smart. She was sharp.
Yeah.
It was very helpful. She actually texted me a lot of her conversation with the woman who was trying to scam her.
Mm-hmm.
And that was valuable of me being able to help everything. I actually, at the request of our broker, went on the FBI website, our local FBI, spoke to an agent there, and I filled out a form that's about fraud. They haven't gotten back to me yet. I'm assuming at some point they will, hopefully. And basically the woman was changing the price. She was changing the parameters of the listing all the time. Like it was $13.50 to rent, then it was $9.50. Then it was off for a day, then it was back on for a day. I told my client about it, of course, and she saw it on there at one point too, but we both checked. Yeah.
Oh.
We both checked a couple times recently, and it seems to be gone.
You know, it's interesting because when I looked at it, after we became aware, it was actually showing on somebody else's Facebook page. Remember some guy in New York or something?
Yes.
And
it was showing that he was.
Yeah, and the email address was the client's, the homeowner's name, first name, last name at Gmail or something, which was really creepy too.
Yeah, it had like a 01 after her name. So I actually asked my client if she's ever used that email address, and she hasn't.
Okay, so they just made it up. Yeah.
They just made it up. Yeah. And the lady who was trying to rent it knew the client's name because she sent the tax record to the girl she was trying to scam. And it showed my client as the name, so then she added that as an email address, which looks like a legitimate email address for that person.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I think, I don't know, the lesson I get from this is you can't, it is fraud, but we can't wait around for anybody else to go after it, because how important is it in their world? But I think, I think didn't you have the owner post on the front door that the property was not for lease?
yes.
Yeah.
So I had her go to the house and just put a sign on the front door that said the property was not for rent. It was for sale only. Any questions, and referred it to me. And I haven't had anybody call, but I do know the girl that was originally trying to rent it. She did drive by the house, so it would have been helpful if we had known beforehand, but how are you going to know? She would have called me directly and saved her the time. I also tried 10 different ways to contact Facebook to see if I could get them to take down the post. I was not very successful with that. They're very difficult to contact.
Yeah.
And the girl from the FBI actually told me, for the most part, she said this is a very common type of scam. And she said it's very difficult to reach Facebook to get them to take it down, and the FBI can't help us with it.
Yeah, they'd be spending a lot of time on stuff that doesn't, isn't, that important to them, which is why it's important for us to represent our clients and be really proactive and careful about that sort of thing. But it's also, a cautionary note to people who are looking for a place to rent. Don't send any money off to anybody. Make sure you actually see the house. Make sure you confirm that the people who are, if it's not with a property management company, to make sure that the person who is doing it actually owns the house. Go online. You can look up the ownership records. And honestly, I'd be asking for ID. Show me that you're this person if you're gonna go that route.
Yeah,
We know this happens a lot. Yeah.
If you're trying to rent a house and you're not using a real estate agent or a property management team, you need to have your radar on, because
for sure.
And girl from the FBI was very nice. Yeah. Told me the only way they pursue these is through the form I fill out. They don't do anything else.
Yeah.
There's no phone number to call this stuff in. But she told me it's very common.
Yeah, no, and I've had phone calls like that too, where some, people have said, yeah, this lady wanted me to send money and for a rental, and I'm always, well, I don't see it listed, and I encourage people to be proactive before giving up any money. Anyway, it's an interesting world.
Yeah, it comes down to that it's not right. It's a scam, and they're trying to rip people off, and then it just becomes a pain in the neck for us as well as our clients, because it takes up our time to have to deal and chase these things down and see if we can catch the person, which is possible. Yeah,
well, and just to protect the make sure that the property is protected. Yeah, good. Well, that's what we have for today. Is just be cautionary tales, both for sellers, buyers, and potential renters. So hope you have a really good day.